Hello all, welcome to my channel. I just wanted to go ahead and go over just a kind of a quick trick, if you will, that I haven't really seen covered before on Denizen. Now that we're into the full version and away from the demo, um, I have seen, plenty of videos where people say, hey, you want to get into business. It's, the end game money, which I don't disagree with because it definitely is. Unless you want to sit there and make pizzas every single day, which is fun at first, but you know, doesn't necessarily stay that way. So, all right. So when you want to get into, running your businesses, one particular thing, or the two things that I wanted to cover is your store types and your store hours. And just how both of those things kind of play a role in your overall revenue and your profit. All right. So out of all of the different store types that you could open, you have cookware, you have personal care, you have video games, you have appliances, and then you have electronics. Um, so at the lowest level, um, or I'm sorry, at the highest level for electronics, you're actually going to see the most profit. Um, for all of them. So when you do buy your electronics, you're paying $600 for every 10 items. All right. So when you do that, as you can see here, I successfully sell, at about $100 a piece. So I'm making a profit of $400, per every 600 that I spend, right? So I make, I spend my 600, I sell it for about 1,000 in total. I make $400 back, right? Over top as revenue or pure profit. All right. So that's the first thing I wanted to go over is just your electronics being the best possible option for you to make the most revenue or the most profit. The next thing is your store hours. So I haven't seen anybody actually cover this yet. Um, it just plays into how to make the most money per day in your store, and essentially it's a pretty simple method of doing things. So as you see your store hours down here. They can range from anywhere from opening up at 9 in the morning, and going to 1800, or all the way up to 1300 to 2200. So opening of 1300 to closing of 2200. Now, one thing that I learned pretty quick is you can actually start your store out for the day, opening up at 9 o'clock, going till 1800, and then when you see your clock up here, get to around 1301, right? You can actually go back in and make an immediate change for that day, right? And then just change your store hours to 1300 to 2200. So effectively, what will actually happen there is for that day, instead of you just getting a normal schedule up to 1800 and then closing, and that's the last of your business, right? You can actually open your store at 9 o'clock in the morning, and then it'll actually run all the way until 2200 once you make that change. So, like I said, you definitely want to wait until you're you know, round about 1301, right? So that way you can make the change effective. So if you do that, you'll actually see a drastic increase in your profitability. So here on the right, you can see my 5-day revenue. And so what I did here is I did my extended schedule, and then here I did my regular work, like no changing the shift or anything, and then extended schedule again, and then normal shift, and then extended schedule again. So as you can see, on a good day, I'll make around 15,000 for my small store, right? And then 15 to 14,000, run about that figure. For my small store, the one that you start out with in Cutler. All right, and then you see a little bit more dramatic of a change in profit and revenue, and what you're capable of making once you get into the other stores. So this is my mid-sized store. I named it Eastside Electronics, and just to keep track of it a little easier because I'm super original. So anyway, so you can expect to make on a day that you extend your schedule, you'll make anywhere from 26,000 all the way up to almost 30, 29,585 to be exact. So right around that range whenever you extend your schedule. However, when you don't, you can expect to make anywhere from 16,000 to maybe 17,000, right? So that's a pretty drastic change there of almost around about 9 to 10,000 per day as far as your earning potential, right? So, and then lastly, on your largest store, my largest store at the moment, I'm making on a good day when I extend my schedule, I'll make almost 50,000 for the day. When I don't extend my schedule, I'll make as low as 33,000, um, around about 33,000 for the day. All right, so it's not always that you're going to have the greatest day ever. As you see, it does dip even when I extend the schedule, but you're still looking at, at lowest, I think, right about 44,000 for the day, as opposed to at lowest for a normal schedule, you're going to be making somewhere around 33,000, maybe 34,000 for the day. All right, so there's at the very least, a $10,000 difference here. On a daily basis, whenever I do my extended schedule, I'll actually see profit of about 40,000. I'm sorry, I'll actually see profit of about 90,000 for the day. However, in the event that I don't do any schedule changes, I'll see about 60,000. So there's a difference of about 30,000 per day that you can anticipate making if you stick to that schedule change. All right, so once again, you just start at 9 through 1800 hours. You wait for this guy to change to 1301, and then you come back in here, you make your changes, and then you close it out, and then you will, make quite a bit more money. All right, well, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and you have a great day.